Well, good morning, Facebook Nation. Dr. Troy Dukowitz here, and it has been one of those mornings. Where my oldest, Wyatt, was not really wanting to go to school. And basically, as I'm driving home now, late on the morning, things have gotten shifted a little bit. Shift happens. What you realize is that it's something that's so important for people to understand, is that everybody has an off day. And that's how I was taking his morning, is he's just having an off day. And, I looked at personally, like for me this week, Monday was an off day. It's just like things just weren't clicking. And it's so important for people to realize it's okay to have an off day, and we get so caught up into thinking that we have to be perfect all the time. And it's like, look, this is life, and life is filled with days where you feel like on fire and unstoppable, and other days where you just feel off. For me, it was Monday, and basically I'd coming off of a weekend of having my clients here in town. We had a live program, and I sat down to get to work, and I was just off, man. Like, energy was off, focus was off, and I realized it was just a seminar hangover. Like, it was just a matter of putting so much effort, energy, and focus into a program that it was kind of like, the next, on the rest of the day, Saturday and Sunday, it's like all about making sure you're pouring into the kids and dumping into the kids. And by the time you get to Monday, like, I had a chance to breathe. And it was like, whoa, man, like, I need to get refocused. And it was just kind of like this mellow, off track type of a day. And first of all, what's so funny about that is, like, I'll share this with people, and I've had people say to me, like, oh, it's so refreshing to hear that you have challenges too. You're a leader, and it's so great to hear that leaders have challenges too. And I'm like, let's get something straight here. First of all, you're a leader. Like, period. End of story. You are a leader. If you're a mom, if you are a dad, if you are a brother, a sister, if you're a human being, there is some point in your life when you have or are leading, period. It happens throughout the course of a day in the life. So let's understand something, is that you're a leader, number one. Number two, everyone has challenges. No one is immune to having challenges, and no one is immune to having off days. So you have to be okay with having off days, but then the question becomes, what's your strategy when you have an off day? This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where two roads might diverge. One person has an off day, and they might sulk in that off day, right? And they might just kind of let it beat them up, and they might let an off day turn into an off week. Whereas other people find a way. They take that off day and they say, okay, well, what am I going to do about it? And that's what I want to share with you, is like, first of all, first and foremost, let's be okay with it. Had an off day, you can have an off day. But what if during that off day you searched for something? And in searching for something, that means I'm going to search for a win. Like, what would be a win for me here today? I'm having an off day. What would be the win? And that's really where, for me, on Monday, that's where I went, is where's my win? And this week as a whole has been kind of just a little, I don't know what the word would be, it's been a little off, okay? And again, my realization is just that, like, dude, you put a lot of effort and energy into your program, and so allow yourself just to reset. Allow yourself to get back into sync. So each day it's been better and better and better, and each day I ask the same question. What would a win here be? What's going to be a win here today? What's going to be a win here this morning? What's going to be a win here this afternoon? What is the win going to be? And imagine if you just ask that one simple question, which is, what's my win here? So instead of, oh, it's an off day, I got up on the wrong side of the bed, things aren't going my way, instead of going down that path, what would happen if you just took a deep breath and said, it's okay, I'm off today? But now, what would make a win? What would allow me a win? And if you look at it across the board, you say, well, what would be a win in my health? What would be a win in my relationships? What would be a win for my business? And you just start getting these wins, and you start chalking them up throughout the course of the day or the week. And all of a sudden, what felt like an off week or felt like an off day becomes an incredibly successful, productive day that you didn't even think was going to happen. All because we were willing to ask ourselves one simple question. What would a win be here today? What would a win look like here today? So if you've ever had an off day, if you're having an off day, just take a deep breath and, number one, embrace it. Stop thinking it's going to be terrible. Stop thinking it's going to be horrible. Stop thinking it is horrible. Stop thinking there's something wrong with you. Stop it. Two simple words. Stop it. So stop that part of it. Take a deep breath and ask one simple question. What would a win look like for me today? and then focus on that. It basically becomes this. You're creating an intention for your day, and then you're deliberately going after that intention. You'll be surprised, even if it's just one area that you search for a win, it will affect you in all areas of your life because it's going to affect your mood, it's going to affect your focus, it's going to affect your energy, all in a positive way. So that's all I've got for you here today. Hey, if you enjoyed this message, please tag somebody below. If you've ever had an off day, share that below, but also be willing to hit share and share this with somebody that you think could benefit from this message. And if you haven't already, please head on over to Commit and Go, the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. I am there Monday through Friday, dropping bombs, dropping fire to help to keep you motivated and inspired and taking action in your life. So go give it a listen. It's less than 10 minutes of your time every single day to stay plugged in, taking action, and creating the life and the business that you want. So that's all I've got for you here today. I'm Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been My Inspired Morning. I hope some way, somehow it helps you to have an inspired day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.